which this arrogant villain dares to defile? His words, spoken with much feeling, made the group look up at him. They answered him, of course any Jew would do that if he were able to. We were merely mentioning the reward as a matter of fact, they said. David's older brother, however, became impatient with the shepherd lad who spoke such lofty words. Why don't you return to your sheep? He said to his younger brother. The next moment, one of the king's adjutants came up to David and told him that the king wanted to see him. David followed him, and the next moment he stood before the king. The king's face was pale with sorrow and anxiety, and seeing David, King Saul recalled how the young shepherd had been first introduced to him as a man who knows how to play the harp, a fine warrior, wise and handsome, and God is with him, and how David's sweet music quickly eased his troubled mind. Could this lad be the unnamed person whom the prophet Shmuel declared to be the next king of Israel? Do you think you could take up Goliath's challenge and defeat him? Asked King Saul. No man could defile God's name and get away with it, David replied. I trust in God to fight the battle for me. But what chance have you, an inexperienced young man, against a tough and seasoned warrior, a giant at that? God has never forsaken me in the time of need. Once, as I was tending my father's sheep, a lion attacked my flock and made off with a lamb. I gave chase and saved the lamb from his very teeth. When the beast charged at me, I slew him with my bare hands. The same thing happened again when a hungry bear attacked my flock. Surely, God who protected me when I went to save a lamb will protect me when I go to save the dignity and fate of my people in a fight with a vicious heathen who dared profane God's holy name. You're a brave lad, King Saul said. You have my permission to go, and may God bless you and grant you success. Saul then took off his own armor and shield and blade, gave them to David, who put them on. He also offered David his royal sword. David was soon dressed in full armor, and King Saul was amazed at seeing how well his suit fit. David, though no other man was a match for Saul's splendid figure, once again the thought crept into Saul's mind, is this lad destined to take my place? Well, David detected a feeling of apprehension and envy in Saul's eyes and hastened to dispel it, pretending to feel that the weight of the armor was too much for him. David said, I am not used to such armor. God shall be my shield and my strength, and these will be my weapons. So saying, he took his staff and slingshot with 5 smooth little pellets, that is, pebbles, and went to meet the giant. When Goliath saw his adversary, he was overcome with surprise and disdain. He said, I am a dog that you have come to beat me with a cane? Look at my armor. My helmet is of solid brass. My coat of mail weighs 5,000 shekels of brass. The shaft of my spear is like a weaver's beam, and my spear's head is made of 600 shekels of iron. You come with a cane? You come with your sword, spear, and shield? But I come in the name of Almighty God, said David, whom you have defiled. You will soon lie defeated at my feet, and all the world will know that there is a God in Israel. David's words rang through the valley, while both opposing armies held their breath. Goliath then moved forward to kill David with one blow, but found himself stuck as if he were nailed to the ground. He wanted to raise his spear, but found that his arm would not obey him. At that very moment, David let a stone fly from his sling. Swift as an arrow it flew, and true to its mark. The next moment, the giant's huge body lay prostrate upon the ground, his forehead crushed by the sharp little stone that struck it and pierced his head. David ran up to the giant and stood upon his body. Having no sword of his own, David drew the giant's sword and cut off his head. When the Philistines saw that their champion was dead, they fled. King Saul's armies, regaining their confidence and courage, pursued them with might and main. It was a great and lasting victory. David thereupon became the greatest national hero. David killed Goliath, the giant. He would later become king, King David. one of the greatest Jewish kings of all time. You've heard of the city of David. At the feet of Jerusalem, the city of David came first. There's a tremendous amount of archaeological activity taking place there to demonstrate, to prove that there was a city of David. And it is beyond discussion, beyond debate. When you look at Iran, Iran is Goliath. There are over 200 million Arabs/Palestinians that surround Israel. It has a total of 13 million people, 7 million of whom are Jewish. Approximately half of the Jews remaining in the world live in Israel. But for all the genocidal attacks on the Jews from the earliest days, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Romans, up to Hitler and so forth, Dory Gold, a scholar, tremendous thinker, told me and told you on my radio show several years ago that there would be as many Jews in the world as there are Chinese. But today they're a tiny, tiny percentage of the planet's population. That said, the Babylonians are gone, the Persians are gone, the Persian Empire, the Roman Empire is gone, the Philistines are gone, and the Jews.
Time for the action. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Baseball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online worldwide at ksvptv.com.
Pitch, that's a well-hit ball to left field. That's going to drive back. See ya! Home run, 2-out home run. Big-time swing for Dalen. First pitch he saw, he jacks it over the left field fence, and the Bulldogs take the early lead, 3-0.
Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning and Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Sondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Now, on with the action.
La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. Well, now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, folks. Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown lender. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision, and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and would like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget, and I'm the person to talk to. I offer a personal service, fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support staff. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
PRMI NMLS 3094 is an equal housing lender.
Believe it or not, your home insurance company isn't evil. Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing here. A lot of roofers make your insurance company out to be your enemy. They'll talk about fighting and battling your insurance to get you the claim you deserve. But honestly, your insurance company is a group of people just like you and me. That's why we don't treat your roof insurance claim like we're going to war. We treat it like a court case. We provide your insurance company every piece of evidence needed to get you the highest possible claim. We submit photos, videos, detailed documents, and line-by-line estimates. And guess what? Our non-combat approach works. On 92% of roof insurance claims, we get the highest amount the first time. And the rare times we don't, well then, that's when we go to bat for you. Call today for your 20% off coupon for our spring roof and gutter maintenance service. 575-755-ROOF or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Welcome here on the pregame show as we're getting ready for big district doubleheader tonight. Artesia Lady Bulldogs against the Lovington Lady Wildcats from the MAC in Artesia, New Mexico. Joby Hodling standing by with all the play-by-play. Last night in baseball, big night for Artesia and for Goddard. Artesia baseball finished their sweep of the Portales Rams this week as they beat Portales last night, and that is a 3-game sweep now for the Bulldogs. Goddard went to Lovington last night and swept 2 games from the Lovington Wildcats. So Goddard is 3-0 in district baseball. Artesia is 3-0 in district baseball. Portales and Lovington 0-3. Next week, the series right now is scheduled to have the single game on Thursday, Artesia versus Lovington, and then Artesia at Lovington next Friday night. For Portales and Goddard, they will play on Thursday and Friday of next week. But again, that schedule is subject to change with the shortage of umpires that do both baseball and softball, so we'll see if any changes happen with that schedule. But first week of the season for baseball under our belts. Goddard and Artesia lead district at 3-0 each. Tonight, it's a battle of district leaders as Artesia and Lovington will take on each other in a doubleheader at the MAC. Artesia beat Goddard on Tuesday. Lovington beat Portales on Tuesday. Artesia, the number 1 ranked team in 4A. Lovington, the number 4 ranked team in 4A. So tonight's doubleheader will be big when it comes to the seeding and selection here in about 3 weeks. And it's 3-game series in softball this year, just like in baseball. So whoever wins tonight, if it's a split, the game in Lovington in a couple weeks will be real important. They're all going to be important. But if a team can sweep tonight, that means basically they will be able to finish the season winning the series against this opponent. So it's a big game tonight. And then Portales is at Goddard. So if you want to keep an eye on that game, go to ksvptv.com and click on the Goddard link, and you can watch the Goddard-Portales doubleheader tonight while you are at the MAC watching Artesia and Lovington. That's your setup for tonight's games. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll take you out to the Mac Chase Complex and Joby Hodling for tonight's play-by-play.
Listen up, golfers. Grab your clubs and get ready for a fun weekend of golf for a great cause, because it's time once again for the Roswell Honda Classic Charity Golf Tournament. April 20th and 21st at the Nancy Lopez Golf Course. This 2-day, 3-person scramble begins Saturday, April 20th with a double shotgun start Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 a.m. and 1 p.m., along with a golf ball drop Sunday at 9 a.m., with prizes for first place, second place, third place, longest drive, and closest to the pin. And a new Honda HR-V driver and putter with a hole-in-one. Plus free barbecue, drinks, and beer for both days. The cost to enter is $450 per 3-person team, with a portion of the proceeds to benefit the Gonzalez Hope Center. Get more info and register online at roswellhonda.com or register in person. Get your 3-person team together and get signed up now. The Roswell Honda Classic, April 20th and 21st at the Nancy Lopez Golf Course. Sign up today.
Paul tells us in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 10, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those who are of the household of faith. Who wants to be taken advantage of? Well, no one. However, we're called to do good to everyone, not to be selective in who we serve. And so even if someone takes advantage of you, what Paul is telling us, Paul is saying, I want you to do good to them. I want you to serve them. I want you to take care of them. And see, in doing that, that allows us the opportunity to teach them about Jesus and about Jesus' love for everyone. See, Jesus wants all people to be saved. And so ask yourself, are you doing good to all people, or are you selective? My prayer is that you do good for all people. But if you struggle with that, please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL or Class D CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and be at least 25 years of age. All positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contributions toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the Age Safety Facility. Equal Opportunity Employer.
Out on the road, there's just one place. When you walk on in, you see a friendly face. It's Big O. Big O Tires.
From March 25th to April 21st, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, Toyo, or Hankook tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Savings vary by brand. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Excludes Nitto, Crosstech 2, and Nexen, Enpris AH5, and Enpris AH8 tires. Disposal fees extra and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for details.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour, and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, one more for the road.
Is that next shot worth a cut? Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Joby Hodlin here, live at the MAC on KSGP Radio and KSGPTV.com, home of the Lady Bulldogs and the Artesia Bulldogs. And we've got a doubleheader tonight. District 4-4A action as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs are hosting the Lovington Lady Wildcats. The PA is announcing the teams right now, so I'm going to run through as well. Leading off for Lovington and catching is number 2, Anahi Quiroga. The second baseman, number 4, Honey Morales, is batting second. Number 17 is Xavier Rodriguez, and she's playing in right field. Number 13 is Angelina Corral. She is playing third base and batting fourth. Batting fifth is number 5, Layla Hernandez, the shortstop. The center fielder, number 6, is Emery Ellis, is batting in the sixth hole. Number 9, Jocelyn Holguin, is playing first base and batting seventh. Number 11, Daphne Udahara, is DP and batting 8th. And number 21, Bailey Garcia, is playing left field and batting 9th. For the Artesia Bulldogs, we have Zoe Warren out in left field, Kenna Morrison in center, and Haley Tucker in right. Nisel Jimenez at third, Mackenzie Carlo at short. Michaela Lujan is playing second base, and Caden Apodaca is at first with Perseus Aguilar catching Katrin Marquez, the pitcher. We're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll be back. Stay right there.
Umpires for this afternoon's contest. Behind the plate, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Barney.
All right, we're back here as the national anthem has played, and we are about ready to get going. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs on the field taking their warm-ups, and Lady Wildcats getting ready to come to the plate. Always a tough matchup here for both of these teams, as they're usually highly ranked, and I believe they're 1 and 4 respectively in the state in 4A. Softball. The Bulldogs, the number 1 ranked team, and Lovington, I believe, is ranked number 4, and I'm about to look that up. Bulldogs coming in 12-2 on the season, 1-0 in district, as they were able to take care of Goddard Tuesday night, 14-0, and now, of course, playing Lovington. So the Bulldogs 12-5 on the season, 1-0 in District 4-4A, and Lovington coming into the ballgame 15-3 on the season, and they also won Tuesday night in Portales, so they're 1-0 in district. So the matchup tonight has the Bulldogs and Lovington Wildcats both 1-0 in district play. The way they're doing district this year is they're not playing 2 doubleheaders. They're having a doubleheader at one location and then a single game at the other location. So three district games for each team, playing each of the other teams. And I think the reason is that, and actually I got Lovington ranked number 2 in the state, Artesia number 1, Portales number 3. So, hold on just a second. First pitch, I'll come back to that in a minute, was called strike 1. And so caught that outside corner, did Kat Marcus. Stepping back in is Anahi Quiroga, number 2. And here's the wind and the pitch. A little too far outside that time. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. I was looking at district, and they had Artesia, Lovington, Portales. So I need to go back and look at rankings. Here's the pitch from Marcus. Swung on, foul back and out of play for strike 2. So Artesia is the number 1 ranked team in 4A. Lovington is the number 4 team. Gallup is 2 and Silver is 3. St. Pius 4. So a good matchup here tonight, as it is every year. Lovington and Artesia. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, has roped out into center field. That's going to get, well, she's going to knock it down, have a play at second base. The throw is there in time. She got her. She is out at second base. Good throw there from the center fielder, Kenna Morrison, and a great tag by Michaela Lujan. And so getting there and knocking that ball down. And now the head coach is trying to get out on the field for Lovington, and the umpire is saying, hold on just a minute. So out number 1 at second base on the she is, so the I don't know, yeah, it looked like she was out by a mile to me too, but she is out at second base on a single, but tried to turn it into a double. And so she's out at second base on the throw. Here's this first pitch, called strike 1 to Honey Morales. Second pitch, a little bit too far out. 1-1 now the count. Okay, I got it all in my book correctly. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be too high, ball 2. So 2-1 now the count. 1 out. We're in the top of the first inning. The Lovington Wildcats and the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Baseball last night. The Bulldogs defeated Portales. They are now 3-0 in District 4-4A. There's a swing and a pop fly over to the right side. And there's the foul growl. Here, Larkin guy, there he is, just walking in with his food from the concession and took off with the growl. All right, 2-2 the count, 1 out. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off to the right side again for another foul ball strike. Wind blowing out to left field, so we're going to set the over-under at about 6 for home runs. As I'm sure Lovington has power, and I know Artesia does. So that breeze kind of blowing out to left field, that's not going to do anything but help when we get a hold of it. Here's the wind in the pitch. Good pitch. Nice hit out to right, but right at, and she has to come on and make the play. So Tucker had to come to it quickly and kind of dive at it. As it looked, I was fooled a little bit by it as well, as was she, but she comes up and makes the play for out number 2, Haley Tucker. All right, so that brings us to the number 3 batter in the lineup for the Lovington Wildcats, right fielder number 17, Zabri Rodriguez. She'll step in to face Marcus for the first time. So Cat steps on. Here's the wind in the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Warren Morrison Tucker, left to right. Jimenez Carlo Lujan Apodaca, third to first, with Aguilar catching Marcus. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Down and in for ball 2. On deck is the cleanup batter, third baseman number 13, Angelina Corral. And in the holes, the shortstop, Layla Hernandez. She wears number 5 on her blue jersey. Good crowd here for the Bulldogs, and a good contingency from Lovington, as always. Pitch is too low, so 3-0 to Rodriguez from Marquez. Bulldogs playing pretty much straight away, although shifted a little bit to left field out in center. Is Morrison. There's a pitch that's called strike. Nope. Ball 4, too low, I guess. So that's a walk, 2-out walk. And they can try to get a 2-out rally going now, can Lovington, as their number 4 hitter in the lineup. Number 13, Angelina Corral, will step in on the right side. Marcus waiting on her sign from Aguilar. Now she has it. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike 1. And we have to wait. We got to hesitate because he doesn't show us very quickly. I think I can turn up a mic and maybe I'll hear him. So we got a mic down there on the kind of pointing away from everybody, but it's down there. It's up to the crowd, I mean. All right, here's the pitch. And that's a little bit high, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Have to hear if I hear him when he says strike. 1-1 the count, 2 down. Here's the pitch. And I did not hear him. I'm hearing too much. All I can hear is the crowd. All right, I'm going to turn it down a little bit, Jeff, if that's all right. Okay, so it's 1-1 now. Oh, no, 1-2, sorry. There's a swing, and it flipped backwards, and it's going to be fielded and touched out at second base, the force out. Carlo with the unassisted ground out. And that will end the inning as the Lovington Wildcats get a hit. No runs. There was no errors and 1 runner left on base. Coming to the plate for Artesia, Kenna Morrison, Perseus Aguilar, and Kinsey Carlo. Stay right there. Bottom of the first, coming back at you. 0-0 is our...
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, C-O-T-E-R-R-A, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
All right, we're going into the bottom of the first inning as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs hold Lovington 2-0 there in the top half, and now they'll step into that, and it's going to be Kenna Morrison leading off. She'll step in on the right side to face Sanchez, the pitcher for the Lovington Wildcats. Here's the pitch, called strike 1. I can't hear him, but I'm figuring that's his pitch right there, the outside one that looks like it gets the very tip of the black edge on the outside, catches that tip, strike 1. Here's the pitch. That one just was an inch away from that very tip of the outside. Anyway, ball 1, 1-1. Sabri Sanchez at in the circle for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. That's high, ball 2. 2-1 now to Morrison. Anahi Quiroga is the catcher. Angelina Corral, Layla Hernandez, Honey Morales, and Jocelyn Holguin from third to first. I'll give you the outside after this. That pitch is too far outside. And that's ball 3. And the Lovington Wildcats were saying, good pitch. They kind of moaned. It was over in the left-handed batter's box. 3-1 the count, and high. All right, here's the wind in the pitch, and that's too high and wide, and that is ball 4, so the leadoff walk puts Morrison at first base. And coming to the plate, Perseus Aguilar. Wind blowing out. I'm going to give her a 27% chance. She's going to blast it out of here. Although they're going to stay away from her. They're going to throw it on the outside edge for sure. But if there's a mistake made from top to bottom, the Bulldogs can launch it. All right, so here's the first pitch, and that's high and away. Ball 1. As Morrison come off the bag hard, and the catcher, Quiroga, come up ready to throw. Bailey Garcia in left, Zimmery Ellis in center, and Xavier Rodriguez out in right field. And there's your finishing of the Lovington defense. The pitch, that's going to be called strike 1. Caught that very tip of the outside of the black of the front of the plate. Doesn't matter where it ends up. It's where it come across. Strike 1. 1-1. Sanchez back on the pitcher's plate. Here's the pitch. That's inside. Probably called strike 2. Nope. Just missed inside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. That looked closer to me than that outside pitch that he called a strike. But umpires have their dimensions, and as long as they're consistent, I believe he will be. There's a swing. That's going to, and it hits the runner. She's out. So a single turned into a out because it run right into the feet of Kenna Morrison.
Number 12, Kinsey Carlo.
So the runner is out. And let's see here. It's hit by a ball. There it is.
Courtesy running for Artesia, number 14.
And we have a courtesy runner coming in. So Jenna Whitmire will run for Perseus. And go find her on my list. She wears number 14. So stepping into bat, Kinsey Carlo, the shortstop. 1 out. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball 1. Oh, nope. Strike 1. I waited a long time, but he showed us before or after I said it. So strike 1. Caught that outside corner. 0-1 to count to Kinsey. On deck is Zoe Warren, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca. Here's the wind in the pitch. And strike 2, boy. Whew. This is a wide strike zone to the outside. It's not wide on the inside, but it is definitely a wide strike zone on the outside. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That's got to be outside and high. And he didn't say strike 3, so ball 1. 1-2 the count. Kinsey steps back in. She'll protect the plate here. If it's close on that outside, I expect her to be swinging. Here's the wind in the pitch. She did. And getting out of the way over there was Zoe. She hit it right at the on-deck circle. But she didn't get hit, so she's okay. All right, so Kinsey again stepping in. They're going to try to get her to chase one outside. She's getting right up on the white. Her toes up on the, as close to the plate as she can get. Here's the pitch. That's too far outside. No, it isn't. Oh, my gosh. I'm not one to complain, but I'm not going to. Strike 3.
Left fielder number 13, Zoe Warren.
All right, Zoe Warren will step in with 2 outs. That ball was unhittable. It was about 2 foot. Well, here's the pitch. Same pitch. That one was a little closer. Strike 1. Outside corner is alive and well. Of course, we can do the same thing. We can throw it wide and let him call them strikes. So that may be what we do. 0-1 the count. Zoe's ready. Here's the pitch. That was down the middle. She should have cut that one in half. 0-2 now the count. Runner down to first base is Jenna Whitmire. She's courtesy running for Perseus Aguilar. And here comes the pitch from Sanchez, and that's high and away. Jenna's off and running. She's going to be out at second base. So the throw down. Jenna is the 3rd out. Caught stealing. 2-6 was the play. So we'll go into the top of the first inning, 0-0 with Hernandez, Ellis, and Holkeen coming to the plate for the Wildcats.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0% APR for 84 months and up to $2,500 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Visit Amigo Machinery, located at 2801 Southeast Main Street, Roswell. To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Welcome back here to KSBT Radio and KSBTTV.com. Home of the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs hosting Lovington. The Lady Wildcats coming in tonight, 1-0 in district. The Bulldogs the same, as the Wildcats defeated Portales in Portales on Tuesday, and the Lady Bulldogs defeated Goddard, I believe, at Goddard on Tuesday. So they're playing 3 games this year. instead of 4. So they'll have a single game like both of these teams did, and then they'll have a double header, and tonight's the double header of these two. The next game that they face will be a single game over in Lovington, and that pitch down the middle, but I guess a little too low, ball 1. 1-0 the count as Hernandez steps back in. She bats in the 5-hole, playing shortstop for the Wildcats. And the pitch. And that's going to be called strike 1. So 1-1 now the count. On deck is Zimmery Ellis, the center fielder, and in the hole, Jocelyn Holguin, the first baseman for the Wildcats. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Called strike 2. Nope, he didn't call that one. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a little low. It was definitely out there outside, but not called a strike this time. So 2-1 to count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, ripped, foul. Boy, she got a piece of that one in a hurry. Foul ball down the third base side. That's one of those get out of the ways. Tell a story on Coach Williams. She was Gowan back in the day, Coach Gowan, Stacy Gowan. We were playing softball years ago in co-ed team, and she was on third base running, and my brother Jeff was at the plate, and he ripped one like that, and it hit her right in the middle. It hurt. Here's a pitch, down low, ball 3. Stacy didn't even have a chance to move. It just came in a hurry, but she was tough. She got up and shook it off and kept playing. But that's kind of reminded me of that shot. Hernandez just ripped it down the line. Foul. Here's the payoff pitch. That's swung on, hit well to left field. Oh, and then misjudging it. That's an error on the left fielder for the Bulldogs as she overrun it and then had to kind of dive backwards. And the ball hit her in the glove, but she was unable to hold on, so the stand-up double. Well, actually, it wasn't a double. It was an error. And she gets to, or I don't know, what are you calling that? What are you calling it? Error? She overrun it, and then she went back. She touched it, though. All right, the next batter at the plate. I'm talking to the press box up here trying to get it. I guess they're calling it a double, so I'll call it a double as well. I think that Zoe probably thought she should have caught it, but just misjudged a little bit. Strike 1 at the plate to Ellis. Second pitch is called strike 2. There's that outside pitch that is very difficult to even get a bat on, but called a strike. So 0-2 the count. And here's the wind and the pitch for Marcus. Pop fly back over our head for a foul ball strike. The count remains 0-2. So the double puts the runner down at second base, the first runner in scoring position for either club today. No outs. It was a leadoff double by Hernandez. Here's the wind in the 0-2. Strike 3 called. That outside pitch, and we'll take it because it's going to be given, so we'll take it. 1 out, and that'll bring number 9 to the plate. She's the first baseman for the Wildcats, Jocelyn Holguin. So she's got her runner down there at second base in scoring position as she steps in on the right side. Marcus for the Bulldogs, her motion and the pitch swung on. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. She looks back the runner. Oh, and then we have an error. And I don't know if it's, I guess it's on the shortstop to throw. So an error in on that throw as it was low, and Apodaca tried to scoop it out, but unable to. So routine play turns into an error. And the Bulldogs now face with 1 out. Runners on the corners. Lovington in a good spot here. We're in the top of the second, 0-0, but Lovington threatening with 1 out. Bulldogs have the double play up the middle in order. Here's the pitch. There's a half swing, strike 1. So on the corners, now they're playing basically straightaway defense. I was about to say they're moved up, but they're not. Out in the field, they're playing about halfway back. At the plate is Udahara, the DP. There's a swing and a foul tip back for strike 2. So 0-2 the count. to Daphne. On deck is the left fielder, number 21, Bailey Garcia, and then we're back to the top of the order, the catcher, number 2, Anahi Quiroga, in the hole. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 3 called. Nope. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count. It was that outside pitch is why I said that. So I know that's how they've all been. But it was a little too wide. 1-2 the count. I don't know why I'm kind of in a bad mood. That's probably why I'm. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly backwards. I don't think there's room. There is room, and she will make the play. Well, I misjudged that. I thought I was going to get to the net, but a good job by Artesia. And she catches it in foul territory, and that's out. Number 2. Everybody else holds up. So the runners at first and third remain where they're at, and that brings the left fielder, number 21, Bailey Garcia, to the plate. She'll step in on the right side. Marcus ready to go as she looks in to get her sign, which she now has. And here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 1 called. I don't know if I gave our defense. We have Warren, Morrison, Tucker, left to right. Jimenez, Carlo, Lujan, Apodaca, third to first. Aguilar catching Marcus. Try to give that every inning. Sometimes I forget. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss. Strike 2. She can even go a little wider right here, which I bet she does. That was an outside swing and a miss strike. So Aguilar again takes a look over to get the pitch, the sign. She gives it to Marquez, and here's the pitch. And that's strike 3. Ring her up, and the Bulldogs get out of the jam on that strikeout looking. So there was one hit, one Bulldog error, 2 runners left on base, but no runs came across. As we go into the bottom half, we will have coming to the plate Zoe Warren, Kaden Apodaca following her, and Maddie Martinez behind her. We'll be back.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, welcome back here to the MAC. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs in a... and Gene just corrected me. I couldn't remember. He said that game was in Artesia Tuesday night, so Goddard came here. Here's the pitch, and I knew I was in Portales. He said, and you were in Portales. That ball a little too wide. Oh, it's funny. So Zoe steps back in. Sanchez in the circle. Quiroga the catcher. That looked like the same pitch, but he called that one a strike. So 1-1 to count. Zoe steps back in. Apodaca on deck and Martinez in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. I'll give you the Lovington defense after this pitch. Kind of chased a change up there. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. She got fooled on it. So Garcia, Ellis, and Rodriguez left to right. Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Joaquin from third to first. Quiroga catching, and Sabri Sanchez in the circle. Here's the 1-2. High and away, ball 2. 2-2 now the count to Zoe Warren. I'm still cracked up by Gene's text. He said, the game was in Artesia. You were in Portales. Swinging and a foul tip back. She stays alive. Looked like maybe a rise ball. It was up. But Zoe got a tip on it, so she stays alive. The count remains 2-2. Yeah, I remember well. I was in Portales. So the games against Goddard will be at Goddard. And I I just haven't looked too hard at the schedule. I just know they're playing one game at one place and then two at the other. And there's a little blooper right over to the shortstop, and that will be out number 1 on the line drive. So coming to the plate, you might have heard it there from our PA, Caden Apodaca. She'll step in on the right side to face Sanchez for the first time. Here's the wind and the pitch. Right down the ball 1. I'm confused. It must have been low. So low, ball 1. And the wind in the 1-0. Strike 1. 1-1 now the count to Apodaca. She'll step back in. On deck is the DP, Maddie Martinez, and in the hole, the second baseman, Michaela Lujan for the Bulldogs. Wind and the pitch. Ball 2. I waited. 2-1 now the count. One out, bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. Swung on, fouled straight back. Boy, that was the pitch right there, just missing it. That was right down the middle. That was his mistake I was talking about. But it works out for the pitcher because Apodaca fouled it straight back. 2-2 now the count with 1 out. She steps back in, ready to go. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, got her to chase. And that is strikeout swinging and out number 2. Which will bring Madison Martinez to the plate. DPing here in game number 1 of our doubleheader. Bases cleared. Bulldogs looking to get a 2-out rally going here, and Maddie looking to start that off. Lujan behind her and Tucker in the hole. First pitch, called strike 1. So 0-1 the count. Madison steps back in. Sanchez gets her pitch. Catcher Quiroga sets up on the outside. There's where it was at, and it looked like a swing and a miss, but it looked like a changeup out there. So 0-2 the count now to Martinez as she steps up ready to go. Again, the catcher setting up outside, and that's where it was, but a little high, I guess, ball 1. So 1-2 now the count. And I can't tell which side is screaming. Air ball. That's a basketball term, I thought. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Wow. Called strike 3. And that is out number 3. So the Bulldogs go down in order. And when we come back in the top of the third, it'll be the top of the order for the Lovington Wildcats. Quiroga, Morales, and Rodriguez coming up.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas, so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street, or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, welcome back here to the MAC. Artesia Lady Bulldogs going to the top of the third, knotted up at 0 in a pitching and defensive duel with the Lovington Lady Wildcats. Coming to the plate is the leadoff batter. She's 1 for 1, but she was thrown out trying to get a double. She rounded first base and went. Kenna Morrison knocked the ball down in left center field and was able to throw her out. But she is 1 for 1 as she steps in. Second time through, there's a swing and a miss, strike 1. On deck is Honey Morales, and in the hole, Zabri Rodriguez for the Wildcats. Cat Marcus in the circle, Perseus Aguilar catching. Nisel Jimenez at third, and Caden Apodaca at first. I'll give you the middle of the infield in just a minute. That pitch is too high. Ball 1-1 to count. Mackenzie Carlo is at short, and Michaela Lujan at second, with Zoe Warren, Kenna Morrison, and Haley Tucker rounding out from left to right. Here's the 1-1. Swung on. That's a high fly ball out to right center field. Back. And she dropped the ball. So the ball come in and out of her glove. Y'all are calling that an error, right? That's the same thing happened a while ago, but you said it wasn't one. All right, so error out in center field on the drop. And so she makes it to second base. And that'll bring number 4, Honey Morales, to the plate, the second baseman. Marcus looking in to get her sign. She now has it. Here's the wind and the pitch. Squares the bunt, and it's bunted backwards, foul tip for strike 1. On deck is Zabri Rodriguez, and in the hole, Angelina Corral. As Morales takes a look down at her coach for the sign. Morales back in. Marcus looking for her sign. Now she has it. Here's the wind and the 0-1. She squares the bunt again. She puts it down. Oh, no. Nobody went to get it. Ay. Bulldogs having a tough time here as the bunt worked as nobody went to get the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. So the bunt single to the left side puts runners on the corners with nobody out here in the top of the third. And at the plate is the number 3 hitter, right fielder, Zabri Rodriguez. She walked her first time through on 4 straight. But has a chance here to drive in the first run. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Marcus. 0-1 the count. Got her to chase one that was a little, well, it might have been a strike called, but it was outside and a little bit high. So the swing and the miss is strike 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that's called strike 2. So that outside works both ways. 0-2 now the count. So Marcus ready to go. Aguilar gives her sign. Runners on the corners. The runner at first has stayed put so far. Swing, she did reach out and tap that one backwards foul. It was an outside pitch, but she's able to make contact with it. So the count remains 0-2 with nobody out. So now the coach having a visit with his batter, Zabri Rodriguez, first base coach. She will take a practice cut and then step back in. 0-2 the count. Runners on the corners for the Wildcats. And here's the wind and the pitch from Marcus. Swung on. That's hit well. That may get out. And it will hit the top of the fence. So the Bulldogs were giving chase, but didn't get the glove up in the air. And so it sailed right there and hit the fence. So a long single drives in 1 run. The runner at first base had to hold up because it looked like it was catchable, and it turned out it probably was catchable, but the Bulldogs, I guess, thought it was going to get out of here. So the runner will advance to second, but that's as far as Morales makes it. The Bulldogs having a little infield meeting. Infielders and meeting outside the circle, and then the catcher, first baseman, and pitcher had a meeting in the circle. So Lovington strikes first, nobody out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. And Morales at second, Rodriguez at first, with Angelina Corral, the 3rd baseman and cleanup batter, at the plate. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 4 foul ball, strike 1. Good pitch there from Marcus as that was on that outside edge. On deck for the Wildcats is Hernandez, and Ellis is in the hole. Here's the wind in the 0-1. Swung on, fly ball to the right side. That should be catchable, and she will make the play. Tagging up at second, and running to third. Whoa. He just hit her, and then he just shrugged his, did like that. He ran right into her mic, and then went, All right, so that's an out on the fly ball out in foul territory. Man, They're trying to fix it for us, Jeff. And that was out number 1, caught out there by the right fielder. Runners at the corners, fly ball coming in, and one of them needs a call, and they do. There's a play at the plate, maybe. Nope, it's up the line, and that'll allow the runner to move over on the throw. Another run scores on the sacrifice fly, and that is out number 2. So the fly ball out to left field is a pop. There's a sacrifice fly. And that'll bring Ellis to the plate. Moving over on the throw. So runner at second base now. There's a swing and a foul ball back and out of play for Ellis, strike 1. So 2-0 Lovington here in the top of the 3rd inning. 2 down now, runner at second base. As Ellis steps back in, Holguin on deck and Udahata in the hole for the Wildcats. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 0-2 now to Zimmery Ellis. Runner down at second base is Avery Rodriguez as she moved over on the throw on the previous fly ball of sacrifice. That ball is high and away, ball 1. So 1-2 now to Ellis. Top of the 3rd inning, 1-2 the count at the plate. 2 outs with a runner in scoring position at second for the Wildcats. Cat Marcus with the pitch. High, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. This is the first game of the doubleheader. Both of these teams 1-0 in district. So trying to stay undefeated, both of them. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 3. But some damage done as the Lady Wildcats get 2 hits, 2 runs. There was an error on the Bulldogs and 1 runner left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd, 2-0, Lovington with the lead.
Spring into the season with a great rate at Artesia Credit Union. With their share certificate special, get an unbelievable 5.50% APR with a 12-month term on any new deposit $5,000 and over. It's easy to watch your money grow when you plant it at Artesia Credit Union. And with a rate as high as 5.50%, you can watch it grow like never before. This high rate on a 12-month term is for new deposits only with a minimum of $5,000. Learn how to spring into savings at Artesia Credit Union, 210 North 5th Street in Artesia. Member NCUA.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
All right, the first pitch has been thrown here at the bottom of the 3rd inning to Kayla Lujan, and it is high, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. On deck for the Bulldogs is Haley Tucker, and in the hole, Nisel Jimenez. There's a pitch. And that's called ball 2, so 2 high. 2-0 now the count. Lujan will step back in. Try to get something going here for the Bulldogs. That pitch, it's changeup, called, strike 1. So 2-1 the count. Garcia, Ellis, and Rodriguez left to right. Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Holguin from 3rd to 1st with Quiroga catching. That pitch is called a ball. Ball 3. 3-1 now the count. So Lujan will step back in. Sanchez ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball up the middle. And that will be an infield or a base hit. Actually gets through the infield up the middle. So good leadoff single for the Bulldogs. Good effort there. Good effort by Honey Morales as she dove to her right. Actually got a little piece of the ball, but Just a seeing eye single there, and that'll bring Haley Tucker to the plate. Haley playing right field for the Bulldogs, wearing number 1 on her jersey. Nisel Jimenez on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Here's the pitch. She's going to bunt it. Good bunt to the right side. First baseman will pick it up, throw it to the second baseman covering for out number 1, but a good sacrifice bunt. And a good play by the Lovington Wildcats. 3-4 the putout at first base. But standing at second base is Lujan with Nisel Jimenez coming to the plate. Nisel playing third base, steps in on the right side to face Sanchez for the first time. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1, caught the inside half of the plate. So 0-1 the count. Morrison on deck and Aguilar in the hole. We're back to the 1-2 batters waiting to get their turn here, their second chance at Sanchez. Tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball 1-1 now the count, too high. I think too far outside, but definitely too high. 1-1 the count as Jimenez waiting for the pitcher to get back on the plate, in which he is. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike 2. As Lujan got a big jump down there, but see if she would throw it down behind her, but she did not, the catcher, Quiroga. So the count 1-2 now. Quiroga setting up in the other side. There's a hit the other way. The second baseman will go get it and make the play for out number 2. 4-3 the putout. Good play out there by the second baseman. And so advancing over to third base was Lujan. So top of the order, Kenna Morrison is 0 for 0. She walked her first time through. She represents the tying run with Lujan down at third base, representing the first run of the game for the Bulldogs. Ball 1, 16 feet outside. Morrison will step back in. It wasn't, I'm just joking. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a grounder up the middle. Second baseman will field it cleanly, throw it to first in time. And that is out number 3 on the ground out. 4-3 once again. And the Artesia Bulldogs get 1 hit, but no runs. They leave 1 runner on base. There were no errors, and the score remains 2-0. Lovington with the lead as we head into the top of the 4th inning.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Lady Cats from Lovington is the third.
Welcome back here to the MAC. It's the top of the 4th inning. Lovington leading the Bulldogs 2-0. And coming to the base, or coming to the plate, will be their 7, 8, 9 hitters. Jocelyn Holguin will step in. She's 0 for 1, but she reached on an error. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1 and high and away. She'll step back in. Bulldogs playing pretty much straight away. Wind still blowing out towards left field here on the bright sunny day. That one called a strike, caught the outside edge, and was low enough in that upper end of the strike zone to be called strike 1. So 1-1 the count to Holguin. Jimenez, Carlo, Lujan, Apodaca third to first. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's too high and outside, ball 2. Warren, Morrison, and Tucker left to right. Aguilar catching, and Marcus in the circle for the Bulldogs. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The count 2-1, nobody out. Leadoff batter is Jocelyn Holguin. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly to the right side. There is room. And making the play in foul territory is Caden Apodaca. We're out, number 1.
Number 11, Daphne Utahada.
That's going to bring Daphne Utahada to the plate. She is 0 for 1. She flew out her first time behind the plate to Perseus Aguilar in foul territory. So 1 out. Here's the wind in the pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. On deck is Bailey Garcia, and then we're back to the top of the order for the Wildcats as the leadoff batter, Anahi Quiroga, is in the hole. Here's the wind in, the 1-0. It's a ground ball foul down the left side for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Games this week kind of got moved around for the Bulldogs baseball team as they were scheduled to play tonight. A doubleheader. No, I take it back. They were supposed to be in Portales tonight, but they ended up going on Tuesday night. Here's the pitch, fly ball, right side. Lujan will camp out under it and will make the play for out number 2.
Now batting left fielder number 21, Bailey Garcia.
So 2 down now as Bailey Garcia comes to the plate, the left fielder. She's 0 for 1. She struck out looking her first time through. She steps in on the right side, ready to go. Bulldog defense playing pretty much straight away. Strike 1 called to Garcia. Marcus, pretty good rhythm going here. Is getting the sign in from Aguilar pretty quickly. Here's the 0-1. High, ball 2. So, ball 1. It was 1-1. Sorry. 1-1 the count. 2 down. Marcus ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1-2 now. The count with 2 down. Garcia steps back in. Marcus gets her sign from Aguilar. And the pitch, that's going to be a base hit, right center field. That's going to go to the fence. Getting it in quickly and holding her at a single is Kenna Morrison. So the 2-out single gets the Lovington Wildcats to the top of their order. The catcher, who is 1 for 2, she has a single and reached on an error. Anahi Quiroga will step in on the right side. 2 down. As Quiroga steps in. Cat Marcus on the plate, ready to go. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. On deck is Honey Morales, and in the hole is Avery Rodriguez for the Wildcats. As Marcus is ready to go, the pitch swung on, pop fly back at us. That's going to hit on top. Oh, it got over the tackle box. For a foul ball strike. 1-1 to count. And then it rolls in. So, man, that hit up on the net. I guess it didn't get over. Then, heck, I don't know. Maybe whoever's up there caught it. One of our camera folks. In any case, it came back in. 1-1 to count. 2 outs, runner at first base, and here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the left side, and that's going to get out of play. Niesel was going to get it, but she'd have had to jump over the... Boy, there's that foul growl. He's got it down tonight. Foul ball is strike 2, so 1-2 the count. Barking guy with the foul growl. I think he's mooing. That's what I've been told, but here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. She got her to chase one, and that will end the threat. As the Lovington Wildcats get a hit, but no runs. There were no Bulldog errors and 1 runner left on base. We'll be back at the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0 Lovington. Perseus Aguilar to lead us off.
Need business cards? Think Ink. How about photocopying, black and white printing, or faxing service? Think Ink. Need to put together a brochure or even desktop publishing? Think Ink. Incredible Printing. For all your printing needs and fast, friendly service, Incredible Printing is the only name you need to know. Visit our location at 514 West Main Street in Artesia, right across from the Derrick floor. For any and all of your printing needs, Think Ink. Incredible Printing in Artesia.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for you.
Coming to the plate for the Bulldogs will be Perseus Aguilar. She'll lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth inning as the Artesia Bulldogs down here to the Wildcats 2-0 in game one of the doubleheader. All right, so Sanchez ready to go, a sophomore for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled into the net on the right side for foul ball, strike one. On deck is Kinsey Carlo, and in the hole, Zoe Warren. So we're at our 2-3-4 hitters here. Get on in, I think the player's saying, or somebody is saying. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul ball to the right side. Now to play. Don't hit that little girl good. It went off the net. There was a little one over there, and I thought it was going to get over. And then it rolls back in. So 0-2 the count here. As Perseus will step back in, takes a practice swing, now back into the box. She'll have to cover the plate with an 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a looper out into right field. Good job as she just stroked it out there. Went with the pitch, and that's a leadoff single for the Bulldogs. So Kenzie Carlo will step in. She struck out looking her first time through. 0-1. Coming in to run will be Jenna Morrison, courtesy running for our catcher. So Whitmire down at first base. And at the plate, Kenzie Carlo. She steps in. Sanchez looking over to the dugout to get her pitch. And now she's ready to go. Nobody out, runner at first. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball one. It was tall and wide for ball one. 1-0 the count. Sanchez once again ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that was also wide for ball two. So 2-0 the count. Kinsey steps back in. Good hitters count here. Sabri Sanchez ready to go. Here's the pitch swung on. That's going to be a blooper out to right or left field. And that's going to get by the left fielder. And that's going to be one run. Kinsey's going to round and go into third base. And she'll stay right there with the triple. And so the Bulldogs get within one. Nobody out. And tying run at third base. So Zoe Warren will come up here. I don't think she touched it. I think she didn't touch it. So. Yeah, I always give them an error if they touch it, but if they didn't, it didn't look like she got a hand on it. All right, so Zoe Warren steps in with Kinsey Carlo down at third base. The tying run on deck is Kaden Apodakin, in the hole Maddie Martinez for the Bulldogs. As Sanchez was looking at her wristband, now she's got her pitch. And that is called strike one. Out that corner. 0-1 the count. Zoe steps back in. She line drived out her first at bat. That pitch called ball, so 1-1 now the count. here goes the 1-1. Down and in, and she took a hack at it, so Zoe might have been fooled a little bit on that pitch. The count now 1-2. And she steps back in, ready to go. And here's the pitch. High, ball 2. 2-2 now to Warren. All right, so Zoe steps back in and looks back out at the pitcher. Sanchez ready. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be, called a strike. So out number 1, which will bring Apodaca to the plate. Caden will step in. She's 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time through. Maddie Martinez on deck and Michaela Lujan in the hole. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ripped foul down the line. There was another one. Saw that by a Lovington player earlier. Luckily, everybody got out of the way of it. Coach Polito over there grinning because she kind of ducked to get out of the way of that here. Doos have some shadows starting to crawl out onto the field as the sun is not moving, but the earth is spinning and moving. Here's the pitch. That's outside for a called strike 2. Oh. 0-2 the count. Catcher caught that almost on the outside edge of the left-handed batter's box, but it must have caught the front end. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count to Apodaca. On deck again is Martinez. Bulldogs looking to tie it up with the runner down at third base to get her across, and it'll be 2-2. It's 2-1 right now. Lovington, of course, wanted to hold them from doing that. Here's the pitch. Swung on. She rips it, but foul. That would have been a homer, Simpson, but it just kept going left. Yeah, it was a shot, but she just was out in front of it. Did the old rip foul thing. Did Apodaca. So the count remains 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a little nubber. First base. They're going to get her at first, but coming home to score and tying it up is Kenzie Carlo. And she made the decision immediately, and so the second baseman really had no chance to try to get her. So the ground out is a RBI for the Bulldog batter. Coming on home was Carlo. So 2-2 as Maddie steps in and tries to get a 2-out rally going. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on that outside pitch. Maddie struck out looking her first time through, so she'll try to remedy that and get a base rip here as she steps back in. 0-1 the count. Sanchez goes back to work. There's another swing and a miss. Outside pitch again, but Ben being called a strike, so she took a cut at it. I think it was 6 inches outside the tip of her bat. 0-2 the count, 2 down. Again, the catcher setting up out there, and she swung at it again, and that's strike 3. So Bulldogs do some damage. They get tied up off of 2 hits. They get 2 runs. There were no errors and nobody left on base. Top of the 5th, we're all knotted up. Lovington bringing to the plate Honey Morales. 2-2 was our score.
Now is a pretty darn good time to be shopping for a truck. Here at Guy Chevrolet, they have both the GMC Sierra 1500 and the Chevrolet Silverado 1500 truck being offered with only 1.9% financing on approved credit.
Are they raspberry sorbet? Are they orange or are they Caribbean coral? Well, whatever you call them, they're the prettiest geraniums anywhere. We raise them in our own greenhouse, then send them home with you to brighten up the world. So come get yours now while the selection is best. Don't worry about the silly names.
I heard that.
Yes, dear. Coming, dear. Right away, dear. Of course, you're right.
Welcome back here to the MAC. It's 2-2. Top of the fifth inning, the Lovington Wildcats, number 2 batter in the lineup, second baseman, number 4, Honey Morales at the plate. She is 1 for 2, reached on a bunt. She flew out to Michaela Lujan her first time through. The pitch down low for ball 1 from Kat Marcus. Her battery mate is Perseus Aguilar. Zoe Warren is in left, Kenneth Morrison in center, and Haley Tucker in right. Here's the 1-0. Swung on. Fouled back onto the net for strike 1. Zoe Warren, or did I give that? No, I didn't. Nisel Jimenez at third, Mackenzie Carlo at short, Michaela Lujan at second, and Caden Apodaca at first. Zoe Warren, Kenna Morrison, and Haley Tucker. Maybe I did give the outfielders left to right. Short-term memory is bad right now. There's a pitch. Called strike 1. Boy, strike 2. Boy, that pitch was a call to strike. So 1-2 now the count with nobody out. Morales steps back in. On deck is Rodriguez and Corral in the hole. Swung on, pop fly in the infield. Calling everybody off as the shortstop. And Carlo will make that catch for out number 1 on the old pop fly. So that brings Zabri Rodriguez to the plate. She's the number 3 batter in the lineup, playing out in right field. Wears number 17 on her blue jersey. By the way, if you're watching on the radio, the Lovington Wildcats wearing white pants with long blue socks, blue jerseys with white numbers and letters. The Bulldogs wearing gray pants with orange jerseys, white letters and numbers. And they've got the high pants too with the stirrup socks. And that pitch was too low, ball 1 to Rodriguez. With the orange stripes on their stirrup socks. If you're watching online, you see all that. But if you're watching on the radio, it's hard to see it. Here's the 1-0. Did not chase. Started to, but held up high. 2-0. So 2-0 the count, 1 out. We're in the top of the fifth inning, all knotted up at 2. And here is the wind and the pitch from Marcus. Swung on, that's hit well, and I'm thinking that is a goner. That's a home run, as that was a deep, deep home run to left field. Yeah, so that's a home run for the Lovington Wildcat. Way out over left field with that, and I talked about it, wind aided, but still, that would have been out of here anyways with it standing still. So the Wildcats take the lead back here in the top of the fifth. 3-2 is our score. As the infield all talking in the circle about that home run. They're still visiting. Still talking. Now they're going to break. So that'll bring Angelina Corral to the plate. She's number 13, third baseman, and she is batting in the 4 hole. She is 0 for 2, a ground out to Carlo and a pop fly out over in foul territory to the right fielder, Tucker. Here's the wind and the pitch, called a strike on the outside edge. 0-1 the count. Here's the wind and the 0-1. Ground ball right back to Kat, and she'll pick it up and throw it to first for the ground ball out. 1-3 on the put out. That is out, number 2.
Number 5, Layla Hernandez.
Let's bring the shortstop to the plate, Layla Hernandez. She is 1 for 1. She has a double and a sacrifice fly. She'll step in on the right side. Kat Mark is ready to go. She's looking in for her sign. Now she has it. And the pitch. That ball 1. Too low, I think. I don't know if it was too far outside, but it was low, I guess. So ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here's the wind and the 1-0. Called strike as it caught the outside, the very edge over there. 1-1. Defense for the Bulldogs playing pretty much straight away. Now she has her sign. Here's the pitch. That's high. Ball 2. Zemery Ellis on deck and Jocelyn Holguin in the hole for the Wildcats as they try to continue batting here in the top of the fifth. They now have the lead 3-2 with that home run blast, and it was a blast. That was a long ways out of here. There's a ground ball, backhanded by Carlos. She'll pick it up, throw it across in time, and that is out number 3 on the ground out. 6-3 the put out. So 1 hit, no Bulldog errors, 1 run scores, and nobody left on base. And it's 3-2 as we head into the bottom of the fifth. Bulldogs bringing to the plate Lujan, Tucker, and Jimenez. Stay right there.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs! Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
All right, Michaela Lujan will step in. She is 1 for 1, singled up the middle her first time through. She represents the tying run. On deck is Haley Tucker, and in the hole, Nisel Jimenez for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, foul back into the net for a foul ball, strike 1. Thanks for tuning in here, whether you're on the radio, AM 990 or FM 93.7. Or if you're watching on KSVPTV.com, or you might be over in Facebook land, KSVP Radio on Facebook. But you also could be on YouTube, KSVP TV. There's a swing. It's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop gets to it, and the throw is in time on a good stretch over there. And it was a bang-bang play. Good play by Hernandez up the middle to get to it, and then fired over there to a good stretch by the first baseman. 6-3 the play. Holguin with a nice stretch, and that is out, number 1. Well, Haley Tucker will step in when the pitcher gets back onto the plate. Now she's ready. She's 0 for 0. She sacrificed bunt her first time through. And there's a hard ball right at the third baseman. She picks it up on one hop, and that is out. Number 2 on a hot shot to the hot box. Good job over there by Corral. She catches it on the first hop, throws it over to Holguin, and 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth. Wildcats playing deep out in the field, which they have been all game long. Wind still blowing out to left, and Nisel Jimenez will step in. She grounded out to the second baseman her first time through. And she'll look at a called strike 1 out there on that outside edge. So 0-1 the count. On deck is Kenna Morrison, the top of the order, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar, as the Bulldogs wanting to get a 2-out rally going here. Bottom of the fifth inning. Here's the 0-1. Bounced up there, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Looked like a changeup that didn't quite make it. Pretty good pitch. Sometimes they'll chase after that, but Nisel did not. So she'll step back in, ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Inside, called strike 2. So she changed it up, went down in the inside part of the plate, and called for the strike. So 1-2 now the count. And Jimenez stepping back in. Sanchez ready to go. Swung on, pop fly over to the right side. Will that get on the net? It will. Quiroga gave chase, but it was up on the net, out of play for the foul ball strike. So the count remains 1-2. It is game 1 of our doubleheader. We're in the top of the fifth. We've been playing for an hour and 9 minutes since they got ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase. A high one and outside. So strikeout swinging is out number 3. Bulldogs go down in order, 1, 2, 3. And so that gets us to the top of the 6th inning, 3-2 Lovington when we come back.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
It's the Big Meat Savings Sale at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Sirloin Cut Pork Chops, Family Pack, $1 a pound. Fryer Chicken Thighs, Family Pack, $1 a pound. Choice Boneless Beef Arm Roast, Family Pack, $4 a pound. And Choice Boneless Beef Top Sirloin Steaks, Family Pack, $6 a pound at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Coca-Cola Select Flavors, 2-liter bottle, 2 for $4 at Finn's Country Market in Artesia.
All right, welcome back here as the Bulldogs down by 1 as we head into the top of the 6th inning. Wildcats 3, Bulldogs 2. And at the plate will be the number 6 hitter, wearing number 6, playing number 8, center field, Zimmery Ellis. 0 for 2. She struck out both times, but there's a rip into left field. That's going to be a base hit and extra bases as she turns and runs. Throw's going to come in, and she slides into second base for a leadoff double. So the Wildcats have that runner down there in scoring position with nobody out. And to the plate comes the first baseman, number 9, Jocelyn Holguin. She's 0 for 2. She grounded out and flew out. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. It's a chopper to the infield. Picking it up and throwing it across in time was the shortstop, and then the throw back over to third base by Apodaca to Jimenez is not in time. So out on the 6-3, and the runner does move over. So now just 60 feet away. And then we've got number 16 coming to the plate for Daphne Udahata. So a pinch hitter going to come in, and that is Yaya Garcia coming in to bat. She'll bat on the right side as the umpire and the head coach for Lovington talk about it. 1 down and a runner down at third base for the Wildcats as they look to add an insurance run here in the top of the 6th. The score 3-2 right now as the Bulldogs tied it up in the bottom of the 4th, but then coming out and hitting a bomb over the left field fence, the Wildcats take the lead back 3-2. So we're in the top of the 6th inning with 1 out. And the pinch hitter, Yaya Garcia, steps in on the right side. Marquez takes a look in. Now here's the wind in the pitch. Strike 1 called. So 0-1 the count. Waiting for the pitch and waiting for her sign is Marcus. Now she has it. And here's her motion, the wind in the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side in center field. Morrison catches it. Here's her throw. Too high. And another run will score on the sacrifice fly. So 2 down, and the score now 4-2. As the Lovington Wildcats get that insurance run. And now at the plate, Bailey Garcia, the left fielder, steps in. She's 1 for 2. She struck out looking and then singled out to right center field, her second time through. Here's the wind in the pitch from Marcus. Swing and a miss, strike 1. On deck is the top of the order. Anahi Quiroga. I don't know. I've been saying it right the whole time, and then I can't. Anahi Quiroga, and then Honey Morales in the hole. Foul tip, back, strike 2. So 0-2 the count now to Bailey Garcia. with 2 down. Pretty good hand up on the board. You got a 4, a 6, and 3 deuces. I don't think I would fold yet. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. That's a base rip into right center field again. And cutting it off this time is Morrison. So a 2-out single brings us to the top of the order. Anahi Quiroga will step in. She is 1 for 3. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. Well, actually, that would be a pinch runner. So it's number 12. So Garcia being pinch run for. And that young lady is Braylon Hernandez. So 2 down, top of the order. Anahi Quiroga stepping in on the right side. And Braylon Hernandez coming in to pinch run as the umpire gets that all written down in his book. Make sure everything is correct. All right, he looks like he's got his book figured out and puts it away. And now he's getting his headgear on, so we're ready to go. Marcus getting her sign. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 1, cut that outside edge. So 0-1 to count with 2 down. Runner down at first base is Braylon Hernandez, pinch running. 4-2, Lovington leading. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's going to be up the middle, and it's going to be out at first as it went off of Marcus' glove, but then picking it up and throwing it out is Carlo, so the ground out. They do get a run off of 2 hits, and no errors on the Bulldogs. 1 runner left on base, and it's 4-2. Lovington going into the bottom of the 6th with the top of the order. Kenna Morrison coming to the plate.
Hey, Brady Sos here with Richland Motors. Are you a Richland brand champion? If you aren't, you should be. Richland brand champions have benefits like half-price oil changes, 100-point safety inspections, free towing, free loaner on availability, and discounts on parts. And it's easy to become a brand champion. Just purchase a new or used vehicle from Richland, and you're in. If you already have a Richland vehicle, then don't miss out on all these benefits and schedule a visit with us today. Come see us at Richland Motors on 2nd and Sycamore in Roswell and become a Richland brand champion today.
You don't have to live with a non-healing wound. The Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center at Artesia General Hospital provides compassionate care to people experiencing chronic or complicated wounds. Led by certified family nurse practitioner Rochelle McIntyre, our wound care team will work with you to build your customized treatment plan. Podiatrist Jennifer Chow and Joseph Krupa also specialize in lower limb wound care, and we are proud to have state-of-the-art hyperbaric oxygen chambers, a proven treatment that promotes successful healing. Visit artesiageneral.com/wound to learn more.
All right, you heard the PA. He said Kenna Morrison's at the plate. That is who it is. So Kenna stepping in. She is 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. Grounded out to Honey Morales at second base her first time through. And she'll step in, try to get the Bulldogs on the board here. Here's the first pitch. Call strike 1. She leaned in but didn't cut at it on that outside edge. Oh, 1 to count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Little blooper to the second baseman, and that'll be out number 1 on the little infield pop fly. And catching that was Honey Morales. So Perseus Aguilar will step in. She's 2 for 2 on the evening. Pair of singles. She'll try to get aboard. On deck is Kenzie Carlo, and in the hole Zoe Warren. And the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly to the right side and out of play. Foul, growl, strike 1. So they'll reset. Ball got out to the pitcher, Sanchez. She's ready to go. Garcia steps back in. Here's the pitch. Wait. Okay, too high. Ball 1. 1-1 to count. They're saying air ball again. I think they're saying air ball. Here's the 1-1. Again, high. Ball 2. That's a big driver. Just big driver. Kevin showed me a picture on his phone of a big golf ball driver. Here's the pitch. She did swing at that one outside. Strike 2. 2-2 now the count to Perseus. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Lovington leading 4-2. As she steps back in, does Aguilar. Here's the wind in the pitch. Got her to chase it. Strike 3. Swinging. And I say chase it. The umpire may have called that a strike. I don't know. It was way outside, but he's called them out there before. So Perseus gave chase and come up empty. And that's out number 2. So the number 3 hitter in the lineup, shortstop, Kenzie Carla, will step in. Get a 2-out rally going here for the Lady Bulldogs as they're down 4-2, and we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. We'll 1 to count. Here's the pitch. And he called that one a ball, so maybe a little low because it was out there where the first one was, about a foot outside. All right, here's the pitch. And he called that a strike. Okay, so 1-2 now the count. Kinsey steps back in, 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bulldogs go down 1-2-3. As we head into the top of the 7th, our score 4-2 in favor of the Lovington Wildcats. We'll be back.
Attention high school students and parents of high school students. Do you want to visit Eastern New Mexico University from the comfort of your own home? Then plan on attending the ENMU Virtual Open House on Saturday, April 20th, starting at 10 a.m. You can get a virtual tour of campus, talk virtually with current students, and win great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Home health care is healthcare in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
4-2, top of the 7th. Lovington bringing to the plate the second baseman and batting in this 2-hole, Honey Morales. She's 1 for 3. She got on a bunt. She's flown out twice to the infield, but reached on a bunt. 4-2 Wildcats, top of 7. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball off and out of play. 4 foul ball, strike 1. So once again, stepping in is Morales with an 0-1 pitch coming at her. And the pitch. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. And here's the pitch. High. Ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Two on the count. Mark is ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball 3. So 3-1 the count. That one was a little bit low, I guess. So again, waiting for a while here. I don't know. Looked like she was looking right at the Bulldog dugout, the batter, before she stepped in. Pop fly back and out of play for strike 2. So full count now for Morales. Rodriguez on deck and Corral in the hole for the Lady Wildcats. New ball to Aguilar, back out to the pitcher. Great crowd here at the MAC. Lovington always travels well. Of course, the Bulldog fans here in force. And the pitch. That's high and away, and that is ball 4. So the leadoff walk puts Morales down at first. And number 3 batter in the lineup, right fielder, number 17, Zabri Rodriguez, coming to the plate. She is 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a dinger. She hit one deep over the left field fence. A little bit high, ball 1. 1-0 the count with the runner at first base in Morales. Nobody out. We're here in the top of the 7th. There's a swing and a miss. Snap throw down, not in time. So strike 1. 1-1 the count. Rodriguez steps back in. Marcus looking into Aguilar to get her pitch. And the pitch. Swung on, hit well again. And that's a home run again off of the scoreboard. So back-to-back jacks for Zabri Rodriguez, and that's a 2-run shot this time. And so it is now 6-2 in favor of the Lovington Wildcats. So she got every piece of that ball once again. And so the 2-run shot, 6-2, Lovington. 7th inning, top of the 7th. So Lovington right now in command with nobody out. And coming to the plate, their cleanup batter, third baseman, number 13, Angelina Corral. On deck is Layla Hernandez, and in the hole, Emery Ellis for the Wildcats. As they're looking for some softballs right now. Or the umpire looking around for him. He doesn't have any in his softball bag, I guess. But they do have one out in the circle. So Marcus with the ball in her glove, and another ball that, and the umpire said, "How'd you get 2 out there?" I guess one got tossed in out there in the outfield, and so Zoe Warren threw it in. All right, so Corral steps in. She's 0 for 3, ground out, fly out, ground out. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1. Cat steps back onto the pitcher's plate. And the pitch. Ball 2, low. So 2-0 now the count. Marcus once again looking for her sign, which she now has. Well, we're going to change it. As Perseus looked back over to the dugout. Now they're ready to go. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. 3-0 the count. That pitch probably a little bit too high. So 3-0. Marcus ready to go, and the wind and the pitch. And that's a strike. So 3-1 now the count. Warren, Morrison, Tucker from left to right. Here's the wind and the 3-1. That's going to be hit right at second baseman Lujan. For a second, I think she lost it, but then she found it again in that sun and was able to bring it in on the line drive up high at the second baseman. So good job by Michaela. Looking directly into the sun, but she's able to field it in the air for out number 1. So that'll bring Layla Hernandez to the plate, number 5. She is 1 for 2 with a double. She also has a sacrifice fly, and then she has a ground out to the shortstop, Carlo. Here's the wind and the pitch. High, ball 1. Hernandez steps back in. On deck is Emery Ellis, and in the hole, Jocelyn Holguin for the Wildcats. Here's the wind and the pitch. And he called it a strike. Consistency. Caught that outside corner, so 1-1 now the count. Aguilar gets the pitch out to Marcus. Here it is. Strike 2 called. That was right over the outside half. So 1-2 now the count. Hit right where Perseus stepped up, and the ball looks like might have come in out in left field. So somebody out there threw one in. Oh, maybe it got away from the dugout. I mean the bullpen. So the bullpen activity, I think that ball got out there from there. The old bull cage. All right, so 1-2 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called the ball. 2-2 now the count. Here's the wind and the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that will be out number 2. And to the plate will come center fielder Zemery Ellis. Ellis will step in. She's 1 for 3. She struck out looking, struck out swinging, and then roped a double out to left center field off the fence. She bounced it out there to the fence. And Marcus ready to go. Got her sign from Perseus. The pitch. Ball 1. Ellis steps out and takes a minute. Now she's back in on the right side. Aguilar gets the sign to Marcus and the pitch. Grounder that was a foul ball. Went off of the, maybe went off her foot or her shin or something, but that hurt. She'll walk it off. So 1-1 now the count. I think it went off her knee, the way she rubbed her thigh or her knee. So 1-1 the count with 2 down. And Marcus ready to go now. Got her sign from Perseus Aguilar. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Just right down the middle, but maybe a change. Kind of fooled her, it looked like a little bit. So 1-2 now the count as Perseus gets the sign out the cat. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, and that is out number 3. But boy, they add some runs as they get 1 hit, and it was a homer for 2 runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. It is 6-2, bottom of the 7th coming at you.
April 8th is National Line Worker Appreciation Day. Central Valley Electric Cooperative's linemen work hard to keep the lights on and often do not receive the recognition they deserve. Being a lineman is not a glamorous profession. Most of us can ride out a storm from the comfort and convenience of our home. However, CVE line workers are on call 24/7 in case severe storms or other circumstances cause the power to go out. If you see any lineman, please take the time to say thank you to the power behind your power. CVE would like to thank all line workers for their courage and commitment to powering our communities, not just on Line Worker Appreciation Day, but every day. Spring has sprung and your friends at Sun Country Homes and Gardens have wet their plants from excitement. Sun Country carries hardy plants grown in and for our region, including landscape shrubs, trees, perennials, xeriscaping, desert plants, annual flowers, bedding plants, seeds, and vegetables too. Inside the iconic red barn, you'll find beautiful home decor, a wide selection of fertilizer, gardening supplies, and the most knowledgeable and welcoming staff in the area. Stop by Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 1st Street in Artesia, and see why Sun Country Homes and Gardens is Southeast New Mexico's premier lawn and garden headquarters.
All right, the Bulldogs down to their final inning. They got to get 4 across to keep this game going. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 6-2, Lovington with the lead. First pitch swung on. It's a fly ball out to right field. The right fielder will come in and make the play on the first pitch. Out. Number 1.
First baseman, number 23.
So that will bring the first baseman, Caden Apodaca, to the plate. Batting in the 5 hole is Caden. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. She steps in to face Sanchez for the 3rd time. On deck is De La Riva. Here's the pitch. Ripped it foul down the left field line for strike one. So we'll have a pinch hitter coming in as I see Elizabeth De La Riva in the on deck circle. And then after her will be Michaela Lujan, unless she's pinch hit for, but as of right now, that's where she stands in the hole. All right, so Apodaca steps back in, 0-1 the count on the foul ball. The pitch. Ball one, 1-1 now the count. So Caden steps back in. Bulldogs have to get some runners on board here. Down by 4. Here's the pitch. Ball called for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 4 strike 2. So 2-2 now the count with 1 out. Caden taking her time, waiting for the pitcher to get back in on the pitcher plate, which she is. Here's the 2-2. Ball 3. So full count now. I think, is it not? It's 2-2 or 3? Yeah, 3-2. That's what I had, but I didn't know. All right, so full count with 1 out. Apodaca ready to go. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. And that is ball 4. So that's what the Bulldogs got to do. They got to get runners on the base paths. Down 6-2 here in the bottom of the 6th, 7th innings. And so coming in to pinch hit, Elizabeth De La Riva. She'll face Sanchez for the first time. Coach Polito talking to the umpire, giving him the change. And now talking to Elizabeth, talking about, and then umpire pointing. So they've got that all figured out. The umpire will put his headgear back on and we'll get ready to go. As the Artesia Bulldogs, De La Riva will step in for her first bat this evening. Pinch hitting here in place of Maddie Martinez, who is the DP. Here's the wind and the pitch from Sanchez. Strike 1 on that outside corner. So 0-1 the count. On deck is number 9, Michaela Lujan. Haley Tucker in the hole. Strike 2 called on that outside corner. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. 1-2 now to De La Riva. Apodaca down at first base. Bulldogs got to get 4 runners across the plate to keep the game going. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 6-2 Lovington here in game 1. There's the pitch. Ball 2. So 2-2 now the count. De La Riva steps back in. Sanchez looking at her wristband to get her pitch. Now she's ready to go. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is out number 2. So the Bulldogs down to their final out here. As Michaela Lujan will step in. She is 1 for 2 tonight. She singled her first time through, and then a great play by Layla Hernandez to get her at first on the 6-3 putout. The second at bat for Lujan. She hit it up the middle, but Hernandez got it behind second base and was able to get her out at first. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. One and 0 the count as Lujan will step back in. And the pitch. Change up, a little bit low it looked like. Ball 2, or it looked like a change up. Definitely took the speed off. So 2-0 the count to Michaela. She steps back in. Apodaca down at first. Here's the pitch. And that is ball 3. So 3-0 the count. Michaela steps back in. Here's the 3-0. And that is ball 4. So 4 straight. Michaela takes the walk, and now the coach coming out for the Wildcats is Haley Tucker coming to the plate. 2 runners on the base paths. Haley at the plate. The score 6-2. Artesia down by 4. So the on-deck circle represents the tying run. And I've got nobody's out in the on-deck circle yet, but Nisel Jimenez is the player on deck in the lineup card. She just hasn't come out yet. So the coach still talking to his pitcher. And actually we are going to have a change. It's going to be number 7 on deck for the Bulldogs, and I believe that's our pitcher, Kat Marcus. Oh, it's Kinsley Rodriguez. So, oh, she hasn't, okay. So Kinsley is coming in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Tucker steps back in with a 1-0 count and 2 outs. Kinsley Rodriguez in the on-deck circle representing the tying run if we can get to her. Here's the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. The catcher will make the play, and that'll end the ball game on the little blooper down the line. Pop fly out. As the catcher comes out of her stance and makes the play, and the ball game is over. 6-2 is our score. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, I'll have some stats for you. Lovington does win game 1, 6-2. We'll be back. Stay right there.
This is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet
here
Company. I'd like to invite you to come see us here on the corner of First and Main in Artesia. This is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company. I'd like to invite you to come see us here on the corner of First and Main in Artesia. We're celebrating 99 years in business and take great pride in providing the very best in customer service and a hassle-free buying experience. We have a great selection of the most popular Chevy and GMC models, along with our hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. We look forward to seeing you here at 101 West Main in Artesia, or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Making a great deal better every day.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. Being a mom of 2 boys, I know the struggle after a long day of trying to get dinner on the table. So let us take that off your to-do list. Come by and try our 10-piece feast. A 10-piece dark special with mashed potatoes, gravy, creamy coleslaw, 5 buttermilk biscuits, and a half-gallon beverage bucket of your choice for only $31.99. We will also now honor our competitors' coupons at our location. Yes, that's right. Save your gas from driving across town and bring their coupons to our store. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
Gear up for the next sports season with a sports physical at PMS Artesia Family Health Center. For only $25, ensure your student athlete is ready to hit the field with confidence. Schedule an appointment today by calling 575-746-9848 or visit online at pmsnm.org. Let us help your young athlete at the top of their game. Choose PMS Artesia Family Health Center for affordable, quality care.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Art Center offers information on local and area history. The Art Annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website, artesianm.gov/museum, or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
Once again, the best-selling truck in America for the 47th consecutive year is Ford F-150. Nobody sells more trucks than Ford, and nobody has a better selection of new and certified pre-owned Ford trucks than Artesia Ford Sales. Our inventory of Ford F-150 trucks has never been better. Plus, Artesia Ford has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned SUVs like Explorer and Expedition. Find out why Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America for yourself. Stop by Artesia Ford Sales today or visit artesiaford.com.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
All right, welcome back here, Bulldog fans. As the Artesia Bulldogs game one is now finished here at the MAC. The Lovington Lady Wildcats take game one. 6-2 was the final for the Wildcats. They get 2 in the top of the third, 1 in the top of the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and 2 in the seventh. 3 of those 6 runs coming off home runs by the same young lady, Xavier Rodriguez. They had 9 total hits. They had 0 errors, and they left 6 runners on the base paths. For the Lady Bulldogs, they get 2 in the bottom of the fourth, which tied it up, but it was short-lived as the Lovington came out and Rodriguez got that home runner first in the top of the fifth to take the lead back. And that was all the Bulldogs scored. They got 2 runs off of 4 hits. They had 2 errors, and they leave 3 runners on the base paths. Cat Marcus will take the loss, and getting the win for the Lady Wildcats was Sanchez. And so the Bulldogs go down in game one, but now they got game two coming back. And this year, no ties because they can't go 2-2 as they're only playing 3 district games against each opponent. So the Bulldogs want to get this second one, obviously, and then they'll be playing the Wildcats in Lovington for a single header coming up soon. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue our break here. When we come back here in about 15-20 minutes, we'll have Game 2 live from the MAC here on KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7. We're on KSVPTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube. KSVP Radio on Facebook and KSVPTV.com. You got choices, but you can also come to the ballpark. So if you're anywhere around here, come on out for Game 2. Beautiful evening. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing out of the south, but other than that, just nice, beautiful evening. Come and support your Lady Bulldogs.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled commercial break to bring you a special news update. Prices are falling and people can't believe what they're seeing. Here's Scott with more.
Scott Gilmore from Richland Dodge. Are you looking for a new vehicle? Well, make a stop and see the Dodge Boys at Richland. We have a huge variety of new and used vehicles priced to sell. And why not buy from Richland? You will get a powertrain for life on all qualified vehicles and become a brand champion, qualifying you for half-price oil changes, free towing, and many more advantages for being a Richland customer. Visit Richland Dodge on Southeast Main in Roswell. Ride on the Y and ride on the price.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Walker. And I'm Andy Singleton, and together we work with kids 5th grade and under here at Faith Baptist Church. And our hope is to have a safe and fun environment where kids feel loved, are taught biblical truths, and are challenged to live out the gospel in their everyday lives.
We just want all kids to be welcome here and to have a safe, fun place where they can learn who Jesus is and what he's done for them. That'll change the course of their whole life.
That's right. And really, we want to love on families in any way that we can. And that's the biggest part and biggest hope that we have for reaching and loving our community here in Artesia.
Smile Expressions in Artesia encourages you to treat your teeth to a spring cleaning. You'll have healthier teeth and gums, fresher breath, and brighter teeth. Plus, you'll be reducing risk for dental problems and improving your overall health. To schedule your dental spring cleaning, call Smile Expressions 575-746-1900 or request an appointment from our website, artesiadentist.com. Quality dental care, hometown comfort. That's Smile Expressions in Artesia.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.